everybody, Kara's Green Country, Karen Hinkle Romando. I just want to show you a little bit of my garden area. This is round 2 trying to show you because I forgot to hit video. Anyway, here we go. And let's turn this around. And here's my lavender over here. I'm going to move this lavender into the back there, into a different raised bed. It's been flourishing over here. Maybe I should just put the roses over there instead, at least this one, and then just keep the white one and the red one here. I'm just not sure. Here's my wisteria, and I gotta show you my loofahs. They are growing like hotcakes on a silver platter, which is good. I love it. I love what's going on here. First time growing loofahs. And I tried tasting one and seeing what the seeds look like when they're early babies. Oh wow. I got more peas over here growing. This is amazing. Alright, and then those are peas over there. And I got tomatoes, which are really flourishing now. They're popping up now than earlier. So better late than never, I say. Bring on the green tomatoes. And then when I bring them in, I set them, if I want them to get ripe faster, I set them on my steel pot, all right, with the steel lid on. Just set them up over the pot. And they ripen one day. And look at these gorgeous flowers. The performance that these loofahs are giving are amazing. Those flowers are gorgeous. And a little bit of water there, sitting on there, giving it food to drink, water to drink. Look at those babies. And then I want to show you the big loofahs. Now these are not, when they grow this big, this is 2 feet long right now, almost. And then they grow 7 inches wide. But when they're like this, they're good for sponge making. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I should pick them right now or let them grow. But the more you pick, the more you get. And I would like to get more. And then here's another one. Okay, and there's one behind there. And there's another one there. And then here's another one. And this is possibly, that's a bug. It looks like a stink bug, which I don't need on these. You could possibly pick I could possibly pick these. They got a nice sweet flavor to them. And you could fry them up, or you can eat them fresh in a salad. And these are like an Asian fruit. They call them an Asian fruit. And I am so tickled pink on this. But this year, I got to show you one that you can actually, I can actually pick and eat right now. And I saw it on the other side. Where did it go? I saw it somewhere. All right, let me go around again. Well, anyway, here are these baby ones right there. Right there. And let's see. Let me go around again. Because I saw it right around here. There it is. It's hanging. So I could probably pick these right now and eat them in a salad. And you want to pick them when they're this small to eat. And just amazing. And I got another tomato plant there. I pulled some of the tomato plants. Oh my goodness. Here's another one sprouting. and growing in there too. I planted a lot of tomato seeds this year in here, so there's some strays popping up. That's good. I hope our winter comes late. Here's where I'm going to possibly, well, I know I'm going to put a raised bed here, and because I pulled the hydrangeas that kind of died in there, and I pulled everything out, and I got compost there, and we'll see what I could do with this. I'm taking apart my porch, so I'm going to reuse some of the good wood for this area and make it up about this high so I can easily, pick from it and the animals won't get at it, especially the groundhogs that go hiding in that little sewer that run out their spout from the rainwater. This is as far as I got from my porch right here, and I'm definitely taking apart this slowly but surely. Disassembling all this treeage yesterday, and then I kind of stopped, and then I'm going to just yank all this stuff out because there's a nice cement platform I want to use for a burn area, like a fire pit area. That fire pit right there needs to get burned, and it's a temporary pit that I made. I've not burned anything yet in there, and it's going to be a high one. I'm going to have to take out some of this mess, and that's a lot of stuff I gotta either wood chip or burn. And that's my porch still. That's a walnut tree I gotta dig out. I gotta soak up the ground somehow when I get rid of the steps. I'm almost done there. It's kind of hot out here today. I'm waiting too long. And I clipped some of the mulberry tree. That's going to be having to be done. I'm going to have to get up on that ladder and clip some more because it'll help it to... It's dying. Some of the stuff is dying, which is sad. But I cannot go way up there. It's a historic mulberry tree. I had gotten a quote, but that quote never came out. About around 2015-ish. It's like, all right, fine. Anyway. Okay. I got all my plumbing. Oops, I feel a soft spot there. The moles are working at the ground today. And that's my oregano area. Wow, the moles are really working it today. I feel mole trails. They're very, very nocturnal. They won't hurt. They're nocturnal. I can see the trail right now, right up around there. And I'm saving all the stone. I plan on creating something with the stone. Hopefully jewelry in the near future. Very proud of what's growing here. My carrots popped up versus last year's time I planted, and I'm pretty pleased with the carrots this year. This is all kale popping up because I just threw in all the seed stems and everything. And I said, beans. I said, if it pops up, it pops up, and I'll have a lot. And this is a weed. We don't want the weed. We don't want that weed. My strawberries are hanging on. My peppermint's doing wonders. And this, I don't know. I'm going to have to just yank it out It's not doing anything. So that's coming out today. That's my mother's salad beans. They kind of died on the wayside. They actually kind of died off. But maybe some more will pop up. You never know. I did plant them here. And my asparagus is doing great. I had to get rid of my rosemary. That died. And let's see. Here's my 2 citrus plants, I think died, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to create a nice raised bed over here for a few of the trees. Maybe 1, 2, and 3. We'll be set in a nice long bed. There are my grapes. They're hanging on. I hope they didn't die through the heat. They're just hanging. Usually I get vines off of it by now. But, yeah, that soil is very, very compact right now. And those trees I need to do something with those trees. My red New Orleans sprouting again. My parsnips I don't know about, but my Yukon Golds and the chives that I transplanted from out there to here, those are wild chives. And then I forgot I planted potatoes in there. My pumpkin, what can I say? We'll see what happens. I know I planted the seeds late, and they do not like this heat that's coming on, but it did rain. That's my loofah that I just experimented with. If something pops up here, that's good. That's a good thing. That's my garlic. My apple trees are doing all right. They need more dirt, and because those brown spots tell me that they're not getting enough water. So I might have to just dig up this mulch, wood chips, get them out of there, add more dirt to it. Because those wood chips are not doing these trees anything. They're supposed to hold in the moisture. It's not happening. So, the garlic I had in my house, in my fridge, decided to gain roots. And I said, you know what, I'm going to research that and see if I could really grow those in my raised bed, in the garden area here. And so I planted them, and lo and behold, for the first time, I tried garlic before, never grew, but now, check that out. Now I know the way to grow garlic. I'm going to get a lot of garlic next year. Yay! And that might be a dragon tongue bean plant popping up. I planted the Brussels sprouts over there, and they really didn't pop up, so that's why I tried planting the garlic. They're all compatible with each other. And then I also planted wax beans over here, but I created a dip here for the garlic, and a dip there for the garlic, and a hill there, and a hill there. All right. And so I don't know if any yellow wax beans will be popping up here. I see a few things sprouting here. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm kind of happy with what I planted. Jalapenos, but they're not popping up. at all because something was in there, probably eating the seeds. And that's possibly all my kale popping up right there. So that is my garden, and let's see, let me go under the carport because that's when I can see my phone and turn it around. And I hope you enjoyed the tour of my garden area. If you're outside, stay cool and safe and hydrated. And until next time, have a wonderful day and happy crafting and happy gardening.